Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Making Dough Show, where we love talking about the restaurant business, making dough in this business, keeping the dough, especially because we make a lot and we spend a lot here in our industry. But today I want to talk to you about a topic that may be a little unsexy, and that is the business plan. Having a restaurant business plan and why this is important. In fact, as I record this, we have 6 restaurants, working on 3 more in the next 3 months here. And I wanted to tell you, the first restaurant, when we opened it, we went to ask for funding. We went to different banks and different ways of trying to fund this dream of ours. They all asked for a business plan or a restaurant business plan. Ultimately, we're like, why you need a business plan? And you need to provide financial projection. $2 million? Like, what do I know? When you've never had a restaurant before and it's asking you to project sales and this and that, you're like, what is going on in here? I do not have the answer to these questions, and you're wondering, why do you need a business plan to begin with? And I really wanted to talk to you about this today as a seasoned restaurant owner. We've been doing this for 10 years, and I wanted to tell you to take this step seriously. And I'm going to go over 3 kind of crucial reasons why we need to create a business plan today. A restaurant business plan is going to provide you a roadmap for success. It's going to require you to sit down for a number of hours and think through different topics that usually a business plan would include: your vision for it, your objectives, your financial management, possible challenges you're going to have, your marketing, the demographic, who you serve. I'm going to link down below a sample of a restaurant business plan for you, that if you've never filled out one, you want to know what it really entails, you can download that, see in the description down below. But ultimately, it's going to require you spending hours clarifying what you're trying to build. What is your business going to be about? And that's actually the important part here. You may not have all the answers. You may have to guess some of the things, but it's going to make you sit and gain some clarity. And that, as a business owner, is incredibly important for you to have clarity as to the direction of this restaurant business and where it's going. And a restaurant business plan is meant to do exactly that, as you follow what is included in a standard business plan. Now, if you want to secure any kind of financing or get investors or partners or anybody to get on board with this brilliant restaurant idea that you have, you need to have a business plan, because it actually demonstrates that you have put in the time, you have clarity as to the direction of this business, that you're going to be the captain of this ship, right? You know where you're taking this ship. Otherwise, people are not going to just give you money. You have a clear understanding of the market you're going to serve, and you have a solid strategy for profitability. This is not going to be a very stressful hobby for you. You need to make profits, and as soon as possible. Your investors, your banker, want to make sure that you're able to pay them back. And if you put yourself in the shoes of the person who's your investor, or again, the source of your financing is, that's critical information. They would want to know that you know what on earth you're talking about. And if you don't have a restaurant business plan, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. You're fresh into our industry, and you're going to be making some mistakes till you learn. Which is fine. We've all been there. That's how we learned. And it's just maybe not the timing for them to give you money. That's why you do need to put in the effort and come up with a solid, good restaurant business plan. Third reason that it's very important for you to set up a restaurant business plan is because it helps you identify potential challenges and opportunities as you enter our industry. It's going to make you, because you got to fill it out, of course, it's going to force you to do market research, competitive analysis, financial projections, which I previously mentioned. And part of that, when you look up the market, you're like, wait a minute, you're going to see that whatever the concept is, we have pizzerias, you may be in a Mexican, you could be burger, steak place, whatever the coffee shop. You're like, when you do that market analysis, competition analysis, you're going to study the operational cost. All of those are going to be really affecting how you package your restaurant experience. Of course, maybe one of the things that you realize, hey, based on my rent, what I really need, how many customers do I need? If you sell $2 coffee because you think cheap coffee is the next trend, I'm making stuff up, is the next trend, and you're like, oh wait, based off my rent where it's located, I'm going to need 5,000 coffees sold per week in order for me to make rent and all of my expenses make happen. And you realize, wait a minute, the numbers do not make sense. And the time for you to realize those and really package what you have in mind for your restaurant operations is before you open your restaurant. So it is absolutely non-negotiable for you to put in the time. It's going to take 4 hours, 5 hours for you to put in and come up with a solid restaurant business plan. See the description down below for a link for a possible one you can use, just kind of making sure you know what you need to include in a restaurant business plan. Last but not least, I wanted to tell you that this will be the first of many business plans that you will come up with. In our journey, we've been at it for 10 years. We make quarterly plans, monthly plans, we make annual plans, we budget, sales forecast, all the things. You need to get really good at planning, projecting, assessing, reflecting, looking at your business in many different ways and factors. The customer, you need to do a SWOT analysis, all those things, because you're entering the business world. You're getting into the ring with, sometimes you're going to have a competitor that's a multi-billion-dollar restaurant operations, right? It could be Marco's Pizza. It could be Domino's Pizza. Again, we were into Domino's, but any space you're entering, you're going against competitors. They have a solid handle. They know their demographics, their average ticket, you know how to market their operations, and you are a brand new restaurant entering that market, competing with something like that. You need to have a good handle on what's going to be the direction, your strategic direction for your restaurant business in order for you to succeed. Do you have a restaurant business plan? If you're a seasoned restaurant owner, would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. If you did create a restaurant business plan, if it was helpful to you, and how was it helpful to you, please comment down below and let us know. If you have not subscribed to the show, please make sure to do so we can stay in touch. And with that, let's get back to work and make some dough. Bye-bye.